It's good morning on another beautiful sea day on Queen Anne. The sun's shining and it's wonderful. A bit of a disappointing night last night up at the Sir Samuel's. We had food issues in some of our party. The service wasn't good. A lot of the food was cold. Steaks got sent back several times. One of our party waited for just over an hour for a glass of wine and still didn't get it. So in the end we just decided to leave because it just wasn't getting any better and nothing was being fixed.
As per usual, I was up bright and early while Lindsey was having a little rest, so I decided to take a walk around the rest of the ship, bits that I hadn't been to yet. And one of the things that's really close to our hearts is the prom deck, and unfortunately this is something that did disappoint on Queen Anne. Have a look and see what you think for yourself. So there we go, not our favourite prom deck, but at least she does have one, which is more than you can say for a lot of other modern ships. But one thing you do still get from the prom deck are views like this in the morning, and of course the iconic wake view. Continuing my morning exploration, I decided today to pop right down to deck 1. Where you'll find the bottom level of the atrium, which is of course the home to the purser's office. Also off the atrium, you'll find some beautiful flower arrangements, the games room and the drawing room. A favourite place for us Cunarders. And they still ooze quality even though they may be a little bit more modern in decoration. Breaking with tradition, and right at the bow of the ship down on deck 1, you'll find the Maril Spa and Fitness Centre. It was very popular on our cruise and was really quite difficult to find a quiet time to film this area. As you can see, as well as having a large relaxing area with beautiful surroundings, there's also a well-equipped gym with all the modern technology you could ever wish for. Not that we had time to try it out on this cruise, you understand, and there's even a separate exercise area for classes to take part.
Well, good morning from our cabin on our sea day on our way to Lisbon.
Yes, and a beautiful day out there too.
It's gorgeous. So what did we just do, Linz?
Well, we've had a good start to the day.
Very good.
We actually, you had hot breakfast.
I had a hot breakfast that was actually hot. The first hot food on the ship, and it was in the buffet.
Yeah, and I had a nice pot of granola, which you can have ready-made, or they'll make one up specifically for you. And then I had toast, and it's done to order, and it's really, really nice toast. It doesn't break into pieces like some of the other companies have their toast, and there's everything there, and the gentleman was so nice behind the counter, and it's so quick.
So the system on here is that at the buffet everything is served to you. All my food was served to me, which I really like. Avoid sort of contamination of tools and things. And tea and coffee were served to you at the table.
And that was prompt service too, wasn't
Very
it?
good, very good. So first class Cunard, excellent breakfast. Shame that we've had to go to the buffet to get it. But speak as you find, it's first class, and we will be going back again.
Apparently we will.
Yeah.
Next on the agenda for today was a visit to the theatre. Yes, Cunard were holding some of their insight talks today, and we were looking forward to two of them. The first one was with Chris Frame, who's a naval historian and published author, and real Cunard fanatic. We've been following Chris on his YouTube channel for some time, and it was really interesting to actually finally see him for the first time and find out how extraordinarily tall he is.
The momentum of the launch.
Where if you have a book purchased, and I'll sign it for you, and we'll give you a special Queen Anne Maiden Voyage book plate to put inside it as a memento of today's, or this Maiden Voyage. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your
That concludes our presentation.
Lindsey had seen the first Clare boarding lecture on her own, but this time I was able to go as I wasn't waiting for my breakfast. So let's see what happened.
So, it is fantastic. We had a great talk from you the other day, very candid, which was absolutely fantastic, the journey that you've had. But now we're going to dig a little bit more up. We're going to go a little bit more personal.
Well, Neil.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting to have to reveal myself in front of her this many.
And there'll be a few more because we are recording.
Oh God.
But it is going to be...
Claire started off by talking to us about her broadcasting heroes, one of whom happened to be Sir Terry Wogan. Then after listening to her for a while, this happened.
Late last night we rounded Cape Finisterre on the western tip of Spain, and this was named by the Romans and translated from Latin means end of the earth, as this was believed by Romans to be the westernmost point of Europe. However, we know now that this wasn't true. Cabo da Roca in Portugal is about 16.5 kilometers or 10.3 miles further west. Throughout the morning we have sailed due south along the Spanish and Portuguese coastlines. The sail in and out of Lisbon is one of the most spectacular, especially when we passed under the 25th of April bridge. So if you are up and about, I do encourage you to enjoy the magnificent view as we sail in. Thank you for sailing with us, and I wish you all an excellent day and evening on board our beautiful Queen Anne, and I do look forward to meeting even more of you over the coming days. I'll now hand you over to the Officer of the Watch, Callum.
Captain Ingo! Thank you very much, Captain.
Today we decided we'd try lunch at the Pavilion Wellness Cafe, which you'll find on Deck 10 overlooking the Pavilion Pool. It's supposed to emanate calmness and serenity. Unfortunately, this was far from the case.
All the orders are mixed up, our order's missing, they don't seem to know what they're doing, what order they're doing things in, and it's getting silly. So we just had lunch at the Wellness Cafe, wow, I thought it was really nice when we finally got it, but the ordering system seems to have broken again. There's a constant issue with orders being lost, wrong food being given to different people and everything. The food was really nice, and I've really enjoyed it, and a special photo thanks for Fortunate, who is the young lady serving there, and she took her order and she got the problem sorted very quickly and efficiently. So thank you, Fortunate, you're wonderful. Lindsey, what's occurring?
What's occurring?
Yes.
Well, I'm treble parked.
Are you trying
Summer
to
gone?
you trying to relax for our live tonight?
I am, yes. No, actually, we have a better excuse than that.
Why?
We're looking after the staff. We're lightening their trays.
We are. The guy there, poor devil, his tray was full.
Yeah, and he's just filled up again.
Oh, has he? Oh, well, we'll have to lighten it again for him.
Yeah, because we're doing him a favour.
We look around. So this is Captain Inga's welcome on board, get together sort of thing. Or loyalty. No, it's a loyalty one, isn't it, Lindsay? So we're up here in the pavilion, which is a lovely place. We've been greeted by lots of officers. Brian's down there playing the piano. He's here accompany us for when we do our choir, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
a really nice guy.
Yeah, really nice.
Really good guy. And yeah, we just come up for a quiet drink or four. Because we haven't been drinking much this afternoon, have we?
No, too busy quizzing.
Choiring, quizzing, and a pint in the pub. It's very nice.
Don't tell Cunard, but our little duck Dillis managed to gate crash the party. And you know what that means.
And it is amazing to see so many familiar faces with us here this evening. For those I haven't had the opportunity to meet, as Neil said, and Chris now make up a third of your Voyage Sales and Loyalty team, alongside Andressa and Charlotte, who'll be along a little bit shortly to announce and celebrate our most travelled guest. In a world of...
A very good evening. On behalf of Cunard, my officers and crew, I would like to welcome you all, distinguished guests, the Cunard family, to this incredibly special event on board the latest addition to the Cunard fleet. The first Cunard World Cup gathering on board Queen Anne. It is a privilege to be here with you this evening, and the last few months have been very hectic for us, as I know that you can imagine, standing by this incredible vessel at the shipyard of Italy. Then the handover of the ship, our first arrival into Southampton, the multiple events by those eager to see the ship, before finally setting off on this maiden voyage. But I must confess, it is this event that I have been looking forward to, as it is an opportunity to spend time with loyal Cunarders. Thank you on behalf of Cunard for jumping ship to Queen Anne, the 249th ship to fly the Cunard flag.
After the reception, it was head off back to the cabin to prepare for our first ever live broadcast from a ship. Our fingers were crossed, hoping that Starlink wouldn't let us down. And this is what happened.
We can see in here.
Oh, good. Thank you very much,
thank you,
guys. We were a bit unsure. Right.
Hold on.
We'll have a drink on that one. Cheers, Linz.
After our successful live, and thank you to all those of you who joined us and those who've watched it since, we headed up to the buffet for some dinner. The salad looked really appetising, so we both decided to have a bowl of salad to start with. However, the same couldn't be said about the main courses, so I ended up with just a couple of little pieces of pizza that wasn't particularly good, but it's not as if we're going to starve on a ship, is it? If you're enjoying our content, then why not subscribe to our channel? It costs you nothing, but really helps us. Thank you. Now, back to the story. So tonight, I really did think that we'd booked the show Noir, which was in the Bright Light Society, so we headed along there and joined the queue, ready to see the show.
No, I mean, you gotta be stood still for like 30 seconds, right?
You're doing
So
good
these
now.
things work.
You can keep going.
Can keep going?
Yeah.
Where's the... Wait, what?
Just keep talking.
moving?
Yeah, just keep talking.
Yes, this is all mod con.
You're a little bit behind
Where's
the
your big
time.
flashy thing with the bulb?
No knees.
No need for the big flash?
No need for
But I like it when a guy flashes me.
Well, really?
So from there, we headed straight to the Queen's room to try and find a seat. At the moment, there was music being played for dancing, but coming up soon was one of our favourite entertainers, Mike Doyle.
Memories will share, just us two. I'm not trying to make you stay, baby, but I'm the one who loves you, and there's no one else. No one else. You never find take the end of all time.
After a few more drinks and a silly photo or two, we headed up to the buffet.
So this is a cup of hot chocolate. I nearly burnt my hand when I picked it up. It's such a surprise. And it's all down to one person. Not only is it a good travel agent, but he makes a damn decent cup of hot chocolate as well.
Just too good at this.
And so it was time for bed. Coming next time, we visit Lisbon, go out to lunch, try a bit of shopping, and for dinner we try Aranya, the Indian restaurant on board. We hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if so, perhaps you'd like to try out the rest of this series. Or if not, why not try something completely different?